Hello there, welcome to Separate Bathrooms. My name's Daddo.
And I'm Daddo. And we've been married for 30 years.
We have.
We just ticked it over at the beginning of the month.
We just ticked it over. Who would have thunk it? Actually, I did.
Did you?
I did.
Did you have that in mind?
I did. When I married you, I was like, this is it. I'm done.
Yeah?
Not doing this again.
Well, I guess I sort of did too, because it was, and I'm saying that pointedly because it was my mum and dad's 30th wedding anniversary on the day that we got married.
Yeah, so they just ticked over 60.
Amazing.
Amazing.
And they're still having a great time.
I know.
Playing golf, sleeping in the same bed.
Yep.
Making cups of tea for each other.
Yep.
Watching the footy. Mum falls asleep with a glass of red in front of the fire.
Yeah.
Dog.
Sounds like perfect marriage to me.
We do play golf together, honey. We haven't started doing that yet.
We do other things together, sweetheart.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
It's okay.
Hey, we got something different for you today. We are going to share, would you say they're our 30 favourite life lessons for marriage? Or how would you describe it? We're doing 30 lessons today.
Yeah. I would, for me, these are the things that I know work. That's what I would say. And that's for me personally. It's going to be different for every couple. Though it's things that I know have worked for us, do work for us, and we've been talking to a lot of couples on this show, and learning a lot from them. And so it's things that they've taught us as well, or certainly taught me about relationships as well.
Yeah. So we thought we'd do 15 each. And this might span over 2 episodes because we might get a bit waffly. I might get a little waffly.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, but we just, so you have to know, Elle and I have both gone off into our different corners of the house and we've come up with 15. Some might wash over each other.
I would imagine it would.
Well, that's why I thought I'd add a couple of extra ones in there, just in case. So would you like to start? 30 lessons, 30 years.
Okay, I'm on it.
What's your first?
Is the very first one that came to mind is, and I say this a lot, is never name call when you're arguing. Fight fair.
Right. We actually did a podcast early on in our podcast history about fighting fair, didn't we?
Yeah.
No calling names.
Yeah, and I think if you can just not, out of everything, things are going to get heated. Things have gotten heated with us.
Yeah.
Though we have never gone to calling each other nasty things and things that you can't take back.
Yeah, some things can't be unheard or unsaid.
That's right.
Yeah, so you don't want to be in that situation. Yeah, okay. I love that one. All right, here's my first one that came to mind.
Yes.
I don't have to fix you.
Right.
What does that mean to you?
Well, you said it. What does it mean to you?
I'm asking you what it means. You said, yeah, right.
No, it's your tip. You explain it.
Yeah, you fix it. Oh, what it means is I just felt, like I have to fix everything. And what happens in that is, in situations, I will fix something and then I'll go, that's fixed, and I'll walk away and I forget about it. So I end up forgetting about I end up just patching things over and then forgetting about it and then moving on. And it doesn't work because, in a relationship anyway, I can't change you. And it's taken me a long time to figure that out, to go, I can't fix your problems. I want to. I've watched other people, significant people that I know in my life, try to fix their partner, and it doesn't work because the partner still resents them or resents them trying to fix it. It's like disempowering them. So in my layman's terminology, it's better for me to support you and go and see you in your ability and go, you'll be right.
Yeah. You
can handle this. It's your life and it's your experience, and I'm right here beside you.
Yeah. Yes, I 100% agree. And to add to that, unless, of course, I turn around and say, I really need your help. I need you to help me fix this.
I'm like,
What do I do?
fix it yourself.
Because
Fucking
then,
enough shit going
then
on.
you're in it together. It's not just, I'm not just telling you about something and then you jumping in going, well, do this, do that, do that, do that. It's like, wait, I just really needed you to hear me first before you jump into fixing. And because sometimes it's just that. It's just hearing the problem and going, yeah, you got this. You got it. So, yeah, agreed. That's a good one.
All right. I'm ticking that one off.
Tick it off.
Done. Ding, ding.
This is a super simple one, but I think it works so well for us. At some point in your day, even if it's via text message, check in with each other.
Love it.
Yeah. Super simple.
Yeah. You're allowed to use emojis.
I think so. I think you use anything that lets your partner know I'm thinking about you, I've got you on my mind, all okay, you got a thumbs up, Obviously if it needs a bigger discussion, just a thumbs up isn't gonna cut it. But yeah, just a moment to check in.
Yeah.
Maybe it's longer than a moment, but that's always really important for me.
I can use a GIF. GIFs are funny.
GIFs are always good.
Yeah. Can you send too many texts in a day?
You never have. So
Right.
I haven't experienced that. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. The only thing that happens with you sometimes is that if I don't answer you quickly enough or at all, you get cranky with me.
I like a response.
You do.
I do.
Yeah.
And I like kisses and hugs.
Yeah.
I like affection.
On an emoji.
Well, you can use an affectionate emoji. That's fine.
Yeah.
But yes, but I like kisses and hugs in a text message, I should say,
Right. Yeah.
or a smiley face. No, I know I want more than a smiley face. I want to feel special. I do.
Yeah, I know. I'm laughing because I know it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. Stay in touch. Here's my number 2. It's better not to know it all. The need to be right undermines a relationship. That's what I wrote. Yeah, I think that's taken me a while to learn. And there is, even if I do feel like I am right about something, sometimes it's better just to not fight for that, just to let it go. And I know we've talked about this before, but since this is our 30 lessons of 30 years, this is a big one for me, is not to fight to be right.
Yeah, that is.
What are you thinking there?
Well, I'm just thinking about because I'm thinking about what is that really about, and it's really about sort of a power play, isn't it? In some ways, about the fight to be right, like wanting to be right all the time, is really kind of more where power struggles happen between partners, and so that's what I was thinking about. It's really there's a whole other. I think underneath the need to be right, there's actually more depth to what's really going on there.
Yeah. You know who does it well? And it's a TV show, and it's probably had the absolute, bejesus cut out of it and edited. Gogglebox. The couple that sit there, the dude with his Heineken and his cooler.
Yeah.
That guy and his wife.
His blonde wife. Yeah.
Yeah, his blonde wife. And those two, I love the way that they are with each other. And he sits there, and I feel like he thinks he's right a lot of the time, but he'll go, oh yeah, and he'll start peeling the label off his beer, and he just lets it go.
Yeah.
I just think they have a lovely way about them, those two.
Yeah, and then they always end up laughing together too.
Well, they do. They end up laughing.
Yeah.
It's because they're pissed. Number 3.
Okay. Put your phone, computer, video game, whatever it is, away when your partner is talking to you. For the love of God, put it down.
Well, don't walk in on him when he's working and expect an answer.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's totally fair. No, I get that when you're actually on the computer already writing emails and I'm like, it doesn't work. Though when I'm talking to you and you pick up your phone, that one drives me
You don't have to whisper saying that because I own it. I've done
I've
it.
done it too. I've done it too, and we've talked about this, and I'm about how both of us do it, and I think that goes for in partnership, in friendship. As
Yes.
a parent, I just was so addicted to the screens that having a conversation without a phone even in your hand is giving someone full attention, and I think that that's a real gift these days is 100% full attention.
Totally agree. Do you know they've even, I mean, I just feel like these mega companies are just trying to get the phone in our hand all the time. I think they'd be happy if the phone was inserted inside us and we walked around with a phone. I mean, even on the golf course now, we don't score on a card anymore where we have to carry our phones with us to put the score on the phone. And it's just like, I just need a break from the phone.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Look, I agree with you, and I can be better at it. I know I've picked up the phone, and I know in that it's that awkward moment. Some people pick up a cigarette or pour a drink.
Yeah.
And other people pick up their phone.
Yeah.
Just to, because it's like,
way,
it's better just to go, you know what? Can I have a timeout right now? I'll continue this rather than pick up the technology.
Because we hate it when our kids do it, and yet what are we demonstrating?
Yeah. All right, that's a good one. That's your number 3. My number 3, I don't learn much when I'm talking. That's all right. And that's another one. These are all lessons. Yeah, I've learned these along the way. You've helped me learn these lessons, honey. We don't learn much when we talk. And that's really, it's as simple as listening.
That one is the one that I am most proud of you for changing.
Oh, thank you.
Because, we've talked about this before, that was something that, through whatever you were feeling nervous or excited or whatever, you would take up a lot of the conversation, and you've really changed that. It's real, and to the point where sometimes I look at you and go, "Are you okay? What's going on?" You're really
you
quiet.
do.
You go, "I'm just listening." I'm like, "Oh, right, yeah, okay, great." It's good. It's lovely that you feel that way.
Well, a lot of that, I reckon I've learnt a lot doing these podcasts, and because we've, as you said before at the beginning, we've spent time with some incredible people here, and they've brought things to the table that have been similar to me or whatever, and I've went, oh yeah, oh I remember that, I did this, I did that. It's like, no, this is not about you. We're here to find out about these other people. So it's and I'm really enjoying taking this on and learning more through listening, because it's through experience. I haven't learnt very much when I talk, except for about my own anxiety or my inability to articulate an idea, and then I had judgment around that. So it's probably best to just shut up and listen to someone ask the question and listen to the answer.
Yeah.
Without the phone on.
Oh, right. Okay, number 4. Find ways to make your partner feel special. Talk about them in public in front of them in a loving way.
Right. You've been doing that a bit lately. Do I do that?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Actually, you do, though I also know you talk about me lovingly when I'm not there, because I've often had people, like when you've done long-term jobs, like if it's a Sound of Music or Legally Blonde or something like that, and I finally get to meet the people that you've spent time with, almost 100% of the time they come up and they go, "I'm so excited to meet you. Cam's told me so much about you, and it's so great to finally meet you." And I know that you've been talking about me in a positive way by their response to me.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I love that. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually a really nice thing to experience.
Yeah.
And it's a nice thing to do. I don't mind. I enjoy. Well, okay. I don't think it's pumping up your tires when I do it when you're there. I don't do it for that reason.
Yeah.
Sometimes I will talk about you when in your company because I feel like, why is she not talking about this great thing that she's doing?
Oh, yeah, like I do with the kids all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, and that's, I know I've been very verbose about telling people what I'm doing. Hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And it's like, oh, yawn, here goes Cam, he's off on his, I thing. But you've been the opposite to that. You've often not spoken about what you're doing to your detriment. I think that people need to know. I didn't know that she did this. Oh, we should, So it's nice. It's nice to be on the receiving end of it.
Yeah.
That's a really good tip. Here's my number 4. Marriage is a dance. And as in a dance, we must allow for space. Space allows us to witness the other doing their thing. Time away is good. And this is not mine. It's just a thought that, I didn't come up with that at all. That was something that was put to us years ago. And it was this relationship is a dance, and in any good dance, you drift away from each other and you come back. And just thinking like a salsa, and the partners move away and they come back and they go around and they do this and go off on a thing and spin around and come back.
Sometimes they go to the bathroom.
An adventure. Sometimes they don't get on the dance floor at all, and
they don't want to dance at all.
No, sometimes they don't want to dance, and they have to watch their wife dance with some other dude who's really stinking good. So the husband gets jealous and has way too much beer and gets jealous. Goes, geez, you went off on that one, didn't you?
This was an interesting tangent on that one. Yeah. Not that you're speaking about a friend of yours, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Correct. Anyway, I guess the dance and the fact that time away is good, I think. Yeah. And what's that one? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. And we've definitely had time away from each other.
We've had too much time.
Yep. Too long a time.
Where it's been ridiculous how long we've actually had to spend apart due to work. Yeah, little bits here and there is nice.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. And you come back, and what I love about coming back is that having that first conversation or sitting down quietly and just reconnecting. I really enjoy that part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, and you remember all the things that you love about your partner too when they're gone. You miss them. Nothing wrong with missing them a little bit.
Yes. Why is the rubbish? Why is that in the kitchen? Oh, because Buggerlugs takes that out.
That is the true story at our house.
I feel like I'm the only one.
True story at our house. I think you might be.
Oh my God, what is that?
I know. I'm so appreciative that you do that.
We have 3 grown kids.
I know, and they don't do it. I will do it occasionally. I'm not on it as I should be. I'm so glad you do it though.
And the separating of the
of the recycling.
Of the recycling. It's like, are you kidding me? You go, no.
I know, because one of our kids just takes the recycling and puts it all in one bin.
In
one bin.
Oh,
can't do that.
And they're young. They're millennials. What are we doing? They're the ones who are saving our planet. Right. I'm a Gen Xer. Right? It's like, come on. You're supposed to be teaching me.
Yeah, true. Got to teach them better somehow. Yeah. Okay, number 5. And this one is, I think this is massive.
Massive? That's a new word. Okay.
Yeah. It's huge. Okay. Never, ever badmouth your partner to your children if you have kids, but never badmouth your partner to your children.
To your children? What about other children?
Yeah, well, let's put them in the mix there too. To a child.
Okay.
Particularly your children.
Why?
Because it undermines the relationship with that parent. And it also doesn't make you better in the child's eyes anyway. It just makes them distrustful in a way of, why are you saying that about Dad? Why would you say that? And it undermines them. It's very confusing for children to go through that.
What would you say to a parent who is doing that? And in your experience, is there a way to unwind that?
Well, there is nothing wrong with an apology. First off, to apologize to that child
Yeah.
and just say, I've said some things in the heat of a moment about Dad, and I'm so sorry because I love your dad and your dad is a wonderful man. And then just never do it again. And then, replace it with good things, replace it with saying good things to the children,
Or
So-
if you believe that your partner is not wonderful and they are a bit of a dickhead, just
Don't say it to the child.
well, no, but don't say it. But if you're unwinding it, you go, all right, I said some wrong things about them. It was, yeah, that sort of thing. You don't have to say they're wonderful if you don't believe
Yeah,
they're wonderful.
no, if you don't believe it, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't be together then.
Yeah. Well, I'm sort of talking more to people that are parenting separately.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you are separated from your partner and you're sharing children in custody, don't ever do that
Yeah.
to a child. Yeah.
Okay. Here's one. Here's my number 5, my cinco. My
Yeah.
cinco.
Oh, we've gone Spanish.
We've gone
Yes.
Spanish. I'm not going to do this in Spanish because I can't.
Yes.
I can only count in Spanish. If you're not exposing yourself to new ideas, how will you get better? If you don't discuss problems with your peers, how will you solve them? If you're not helping others solve their problems, how can you call yourself good? If you're not being challenged, how can you become wise? That's a real mouthful. I don't know what I was getting at there. I was sitting on the bus stop with my coffee. The coffee really kicked in on that one.
Right.
I
It's
think-
almost like that's 4 different tips in one.
Yeah, I think the point is to be brave.
Yeah.
To expose yourself to new ideas.
Okay.
I've encapsulated a few there, haven't I? And to challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. What is it? If you're not being challenged, how can you become wise? Yeah, if you consistently put yourself in easy situations, you're not going to know what your boundaries are.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that relates to being a married life lesson. I probably could have cut that one off the list. But anyway, it's
No, there's gems in there.
Yeah.
I hear it.
yeah, okay. I shouldn't be running it down, should I?
No.
No, I'm not going to. Just be brave.
Yeah, because it's interesting. My number 6 is kind of along the same lines in a way. Is look to learn something new together. So that's kind of similar in what you're saying.
Yeah.
Challenge yourself, or though. Yeah, but yeah, my meaning is literally look to learn something new together. Go do an Italian cooking class. Go learn salsa. Go, learn how to water ski together, where something that you both don't know how to do, and
Would you
learn
do that?
it together.
Would you be interested in water skiing? Because I don't really know. No,
No,
okay.
it wouldn't be.
All right.
But I just put it out there as an example.
What about salsa?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Salsa, any kind of cooking
Mamba.
lessons.
A samba. Any of the ones with the bambas at the end? We could do la bamba.
Yeah, on the salsa with La Bamba. Okay. And get
Come on, mama. Here's my 6, which is kind of along the same lines as stay curious.
yeah.
Really stay curious about what's going on, what your thoughts are, what's going on with you. I mean, ask your wife, ask your partner, what's happening? Ask 3 questions.
Crazy
go a little
idea.
deeper. I can be better at it. Yes, I know. I can be better at it.
Yeah. Look, I think that's a common one. Again, it's one of those ones that goes across all genres of
Well,
relationships.
life, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a life lesson, that one.
Yeah. To listening deeper.
And cue the song. Here's Curious of Songs from the Shed.
Oh. Let me plug my
Let me plug my music.
Uh,
It is available on Spotify and Apple iTunes, wherever you get your good music from.
Thank you for that.
Curious.
Brahe-Daddo. If only you had your guitar in.
Yeah, I'd bloody give it a wang
I
right
know,
now.
I bet you would.
Here we go.
Oh, okay, I'm up to number 7.
Yep.
Okay, now I've written travel, but I know travel is hard for us all.
Well, has been.
Has been.
It's getting easier.
But sometimes it's even hard financially as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but for us, so even if it's a road trip, 1 hour away, sharing a new adventure together, that is the best. even if you go literally just explore another town that's not your town and do that. Again, it's sort of along the same lines as learning something new, but it's another sort of adventure of traveling, seeing new sights, seeing new things together, having conversations around that. I know that we have had the best discussions on road trips.
Always.
Yeah. Because aeroplanes, we don't, we're just in our own little bubble.
Yeah. Well, you go into what do you call it? Hibernation mode in an aeroplane. You just lock up.
I do. Well, unless I've got kids with us, then of course I'm looking after them. But I just go, all right, I've just got to get through this.
She cocoons.
I do.
Like a moth.
Try to sleep as much as I can, which I never do. But our road trips have been the best. We've done a lot of healing on our road trips too, actually. Healing our relationships. So.
Explain that though. What do you mean healing?
Well, having healing talks when we've hit some really, really rough patches. We've gone, let's just take 48 hours away and have someone look after the kids, and okay, we need a road trip. Let's go do that. And it's not about the destination, it's just about spending that time, because you're moving. It's kind of like being in the shower a little bit, coming up with new ideas, but like you're moving. So you're moving through something as you continue to talk.
Yes, the metaphor becomes real, doesn't it?
It does.
In that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mind was just going back through a lot of those trips. A lot of them happened in California, didn't they, when we were there? Woo! Amazing. All right, number 7, and this is kind of piggybacks on the back of that. And I think I did this as an Instagram post. I wrote this. It's not just okay to talk. It's important to talk. Men are not mind readers, so we often need you to spell things out for us. And that includes telling us that you love us and that we're hot and sexy. Yeah. I mean, it's just talk. Let us know what's going on. And I'm sure it's the other way around too, for you. But I know for me, it's like I'm much better able to handle your swings and moods and all that sort of stuff if I know what's going on.
Yeah.
But if I'm left to my own devices to try and figure you out, I come up with all sorts of scenarios that, and often it's not the truth, and so talk.
Yep.
It's important to talk.
And I'm totally guilty of not talking, at times where I've just been in, because sometimes I don't know, I've got to figure out what the hell it is I am actually feeling, before I can tell you. Is often like, I don't know what it is. I'm just feeling something sad, depressed, but I haven't put my finger on why, or especially the last few years, it's been really tumultuous with hormones swinging and the move from America, and and then if it's still the same thing I'm upset about that I was, have been for 6 months, sometimes I just don't want to hear myself say it again. I'm still sad about this, though those things are important to say, and I've definitely done that where I've not said anything.
So even then, and I've said this to you before, when you said that, I don't even know what the problem is. I said, well, just tell me that.
Yeah.
Just go, I'm struggling at the moment. I don't even know what the problem is. I'm trying to figure it out. Please be patient.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No worries. Okay. Bye. What do you need? Do you need to go? You go off there. I'll do that. Whatever, how often it works. But even just letting me into that much of it is often been a huge release for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, honey, you've done 7, I've done 7. We're about halfway through.
Yeah.
I reckon that's enough info for today. We'll keep going next week on our 30 reasons, 30 years, 30 life lessons for marriage.
I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Has that been fun?
It has been fun. I like it. I love that we really haven't crossed over much yet. It's good. It's really interesting. I'm so interested to hear what your life lessons are.
All right.
Yeah.
more 30 relationship lessons from 30 years of marriage next week on Separate Bathrooms.
Thanks for listening. Bye.